Hi guys, this is Becca, and I'm back for my week 23 check-in of my Watts Atelier online drawing training program. This is going to be a little bit of a longer video, so hang in there. I think it's a lot of stuff that will be helpful if you are starting the program or working on it now. So last week I did the drawing from the casts, and that went really well. And this week I started off by doing drawing from a photo of an actual person. So the photo was of Bertrand Russell, and I did the same process that I did last week. So I started by copying Jeff's drawing, which went really well. And then I gave a stab at drawing from the photo reference myself, which went okay, but even when I finished it, I was like, there's something kind of funky going on here. So I decided to redo it. And the third time it was much better. So I submitted the third drawing and got actually all my grades back, and I passed head phase 2. So that went a lot faster than head phase 1. And that meant that I had to decide if I was going to do head phase 3 or move on to figure phase 1. And I think the Watts program suggests that you do head phase 1, figure phase 1, head phase 2, figure phase 2. So I decided to go back to figure phase 1 or move on to figure phase 1 instead of moving on to the next head phase, because I saw that it had a lot of fundamental stuff at the beginning, which was working on shapes in 3D and perspective stuff, which I'm kind of weak on. So I thought that this was a good time to go back to that. So you'll see some of that more fundamental work at the end of the week. So next week I will be working on the figure. So we'll kind of take a little break from the portrait for now. And the last thing I wanted to talk about, which you may have noticed, is that I no longer have an easel behind me. This is kind of a long story, but when you start the program, Jeff suggests that you just put your board leaning against the wall onto your legs. And I tried that for a week, and I have no idea how people do this, because you must have thighs of steel, because I was just walking around with stripes of bruises across my leg. It was both unattractive and very painful. So I decided to buy an easel. Would not suggest. I bought this beautiful easel and very quickly realized that it's not a good tool for drawing. So if you're starting and you're looking for something to use, if you don't want to rest it on your legs, I would definitely suggest a drafting table and not an easel. What happened to me was I got this easel and it was expensive, and I was like, I'm just going to use it. I don't care if it's uncomfortable. And long story short, I know you're probably not supposed to talk about your butt on the internet, but I was getting these crazy butt cramps from trying to sit on the edge of my stool and like reaching over to the easel because I couldn't get my legs underneath it. It was bad. One day I could barely walk for 2 days afterwards, and I was like, this is insane. So I got this drafting table. It was $60, so much better. You can angle the table as much as you want. You can slide underneath. So the moral to the story is, if you're thinking about an easel, it's good for painting, but I would not suggest it for drawing. Save yourself from the butt cramps. Do yourself a favor. So next week I will be working on some more figure work, back to fundamentals. Sorry if you were excited by all the really fun portraits. We're back to the usual programming from here on out. So on to the drawings.